Hi, everybody.
Hi, Allison.
How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
Good. Hi,
Hi.
Jenna.
Hi.
I feel like I haven't seen you since I'm taking my little sabbatical from social media. I always see you. It's fun to see you. And
Oh, I haven't been really there either in social media too much at all. Just posting teeny posts and that's it.
yeah,
Really
just
not on. It's just been nice to be, outside and with my family.
Yeah, I know. Craving outside, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Allison. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I know. Hanging in,
Glad
right?
to be here. Yep.
Me too. Me too. It's been so gorgeous, the weather.
Yeah.
So nice to get outside. I've been planting a garden with my daughter, and we started doing it in these barrels, and I got too many plants. Now it's like in the ground, My husband was kind of like, save them all. And I was thinking, we need to plant plants and like the grass go. And it's happening, just happening a little bit at a time. I've got kind of like squash over here, cucumbers over there. It's morphing into the lawn.
That's awesome.
I'm happy with that.
I keep saying I'm going to plant vegetables, but I'm not good at that stuff.
My father always had a huge garden, and I guess I kind of like, I have never done it as an adult, but I figured I'm going to try it. Like most of the stuff we planted looks like it's still alive, which is kind of amazing. We shall see.
That's great.
And eat everything, and it would be all over. Who knows?
Does this microphone sound really wonky or is it clear?
No, it sounds good. It sounds really good.
Oh, okay, good.
How does my music sound? Is it bothersome, or is it just kind of like there in the background?
It kind of fades in and out. I think we can hear it when you're talking.
Okay. Oh, I see. So you're only hearing it when I'm talking. You're not hearing it when I'm not.
We're hearing it when you're not talking, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe that's good. Does it sound distorted?
Just can't hear it that well. That's all.
Okay. It's kind of more for me because I need it. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, it's the first time I've called in on my cell phone. I couldn't figure out how to do it
Oh,
because I wanted to tune out my kids, use my headphones.
you'd just be walking around with those someday with no phone or anything attached, and you'll be like, sorry, can't hear.
I may or may not do that at work sometimes.
Do you have school assignments to keep up with and everything?
Yes, I did Zoom sessions for OT with some kids today. That was a first for me. It was interesting. It was like telling the mom basically where to pick their arm up and where to move it to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was good to see their little faces though. I miss them more than I realized.
Yeah. Wow. That's good. It can continue,
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sure they lose ground really quickly if that's not kept up with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still a hot mess, but we're getting paid and we're all still working. So as messy as it is, we're all okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. Welcome, everyone. Waiting for a few more people. So finding a space that is, I guess, as quiet and as private as you can get, and setting yourself up for relaxation. This is a guided meditation, so either sitting up or laying, however feels most relaxing to you, and just knowing that there is no right or wrong, only what feels good to you, and just asking that the top of the head and the base of the spine are aligned so that there's a straight line. And this is just an energetic movement of the top of the head, the crown, with the base of the spine. Just making space for that, allowing for that in whatever posture you decide. Feel free to move at any point during the practice. Hi, James. Good to see you. We'll get started in just a couple of minutes. So tonight is a full moon.
See you too. Sorry, my internet's not very good today.
Pardon? The connection? Did you say?
Very poor today.
Oh, yeah. Very important.
I'm going to turn off my video.
Okay.
I have a very poor internet connection today.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I hope everything comes through. And these are recorded, so at some point I can access them. Just send me a message if you don't hear the whole thing, or if somehow we get disconnected. Try getting back on. If it doesn't come through clearly, just let us know. We can send a recording.
It's perfect now with the video off. It's perfect.
Oh, good, good. Just getting comfortable, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about today as a full moon. And I haven't read too much about this moon, except that I do know that it's the largest full moon of 2020. And we do know that the moon is the shadow keeper, the space holder for the light while it's nighttime. And the moon also serves many other purposes. It serves the purpose of helping us to release and process that which doesn't serve. Through each cycle of the full moon, the moon magnetizes whatever does not serve us and helps bring it to the surface so that we can release what doesn't serve, or at least have that illuminated for us to be able to see it as something which we can transmute or release. Much like the idea of shadow is in our lives, the idea that we have moved away from our true essence, and the shadow being the space that is waiting for the light, that is waiting for our understanding. The moon functions much in the same capacity for the collective. And we, as the human race upon the earth, are the benefactors of these cycles of drawing to it that which does not serve and the subsequent release. And I'm hearing that this time of release has to do with fear and lack that we are collectively seeing and experiencing, that we're beginning to see and release fear and lack. And we begin to see things in ourselves that are perhaps vibrationally low, and that can be seen in the light of a new perspective. And through that, allow us to release in, further purifying our bodies, our mind, and our spirit. Coming into the body by closing the eyes and bringing awareness inside, allowing awareness to sink inside. All senses beginning to turn inside, to tune inward. And with the eyes closed, allowing them to sink even deeper, to sink even deeper. And sensing and finding the breath in the body. Feeling the expansion of the inhale and the release of the exhale. The expansion of the lungs and the release. A steady breath. Beginning to feel the body as a presence here in this space and time. The physical body as a presence in this space and time, held here by gravity, as all awareness turns in. And softly drawing breath in through the nose. Allow it to softly and gently fill the lungs. And softly and gently releasing through the mouth, the exhale. Slowly and gently. And drawing in each breath through the nose. And releasing each exhale through the mouth. A soft and gentle, elongated inhale. And lengthening the release of the exhale. And returning to an easy breath, a soft and subtle, easy breath. A rhythm, a pattern, a flow in and out. And bringing awareness to the top of the head, the crown space. And imagining this space opening up a circle of light above the crown at the top of the head, beginning to spin around and around. And as it spins, this vortex, this space opens and widens, allowing us to receive within the field and within the body, opening wider and wider. And asking that a column of white light, the white light of Source. This light is the color of lightning, the color of the stars, a brilliance, a white light of Source. Asking that this column of white light flow down into the crown space and filling the body, every space and every cell with white light. Every space and every cell in the body filling with white light. And allowing this white light to begin to flow out of the body, flowing out of the feet and into the earth. A column of white light flowing into the earth, through all the layers of the earth and magnetizing to the crystalline core that is the center of the earth. This column of white light from source connecting to the earth, and you within this column of light. And breathing in and out of the heart space as we receive as above and so below, and as below and so above, and so it is. As we have centered and grounded, connected to source and grounded to the earth, centered and grounded to find the stability in our own consciousness, our own awareness, to allow the clearing of all that does not serve, and to solidify the consciousness that becomes the center of balance as life shifts and turns around us. Finding everything to be a balance of all things, to be balanced by the energy of the earth and the source of all love, is to be held in sacred space as we breathe and as we take in life itself. As we breathe, we take in the loving life, the living breath, the source of life into our body. As we breathe in the air so lovingly gifted to us by the trees and by the earth, through a system that is perfect in every way. And through the breath, we share life. Through the breath, we are nourished. Through the breath, we are connected. And through the breath, we are life. Every breath is a marker for our presence, a vehicle for the presence of life, a vessel for sharing the gifts of the earth with others, with ourselves, and taking in this concept of synergy, of everything around us as a system of life, a system of connection, a system of breath. Within each breath is life. Within each breath is form. For each breath builds life within the body, nourishing, replenishing, and consciously bringing together all of life, all of life. Breath is life, and life is earth. As I create a dome of light over us, over each soul here, a dome of white light. And this dome of white light is created over each soul here, over each space. This dome of white light is filled with only love and light, only love and light. And asking that the love and light come down within this space, surrounding you with love and light of the highest vibration, the highest source of love and support for you here now. The highest source of love and support for you here now. It is within the center of our being that we receive earth, the core of our being, our own crystalline core, the center of our being, the source of our light that holds the key to all of life, that connects us, the human, to the code of life itself, to the crystalline core at the center of the earth, the source of all of life, the seed of all of life, and the intelligence to support life. This codex has been made within the center of the earth to support all life form, to connect the earth, the living, breathing being that is earth, with all of life. All of life that earth births is also supported by her systems, and all of life supports life itself. This coded intelligence is the anchor for life. It holds the magnitude of life, the gravity that holds life here in this space and time, the magnitude of gravity that holds the body here in this space and time, the body held here by the loving grace of all of life, the center of the being that is the earth. And as life expands, so too does the earth. And so too does the intelligence that supports life. As we are always greeted with conscious energy that expands when we are contracted, that grows with us as we expand, and that defends us against anything that has the potential to harm. We are supported in ways beyond the ways we perceive, and into the conscious space of the universe and the higher intelligence that guides and consciously creates with us as we sort and find ways to support ourselves. For every problem faced by humanity, we are gifted solution. For every situation that confronts humanity, an answer is given. For every difficulty, there is resolve, resolution, and growth. And for every human error, there is correction. So we are always receiving support in the form of love from all that is, the ultimate form of grace, the resonance of our faith and trust that we have all that we need at any given time. This grace is the resonance of our faith and trust that we have all that we need at any given time. Faith and trust that we are given that which we need and given that which is for our highest good at any moment. And in this we are guided, directed, and drawn to solution, to resolution, and to peace. To the space of peace and knowing that we are here for even greater purpose. For even greater purpose than any day we have had, than any week we have experienced, any month of hardship, any span of difficulty, through any illness, loss of job, or the fear of even greater change that could be ahead. We are supported. We are resilient. We are always adapting and creating. Given any situation, we are creating solution. We are always creating solution. We are always adapting, and sometimes this is growth. Sometimes it is correction. Sometimes this is the way to seeing things from a new vantage point, a new perspective. For the place we can now see from the place of experience. We can now recognize and realize and experience something different, something that shifts us out of our own way, a way of recognition of our own way, of the choices, the desires, the consciousness that keeps us needing more, wanting more, and creating to feed the desire, feeding the desire for more, separating us from the very core of our being, the center of our human being that knows the truth of who we are. At the very core of our own being is a human, a part of the greater life form upon the earth, a part of a system of life, an intelligent life, here to enhance the earth with our knowledge, our skills, our thinking and reasoning, our doing and creating, that has made us the highest form of intelligent life ever known to earth. And we are part of this greater system that regulates all of life. And we have forgotten. We have forgotten. We are hypnotized by a value that is outside of us. A value placed on who we perceive ourselves as, who we have become, what we have gathered, what we have earned, what we have created for ourselves. Sometimes for ourselves and for no other good than desire. Our own needs served first above all else. Our own needs served above all. And we have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten our roots in earth, our greater being, forgotten our soul, humanity. We have lost our soul. We have deviated so far from our own creator selves that we are here now, We are here now detaching from that which we created and cultivated to serve our own needs. What we have cultivated to serve man. In cultivating, we have taken, we have stolen from our future. We have borrowed from our children and our children's children to take from, to serve now. And this is rectifying. We are correcting. We are bridging the future with the past. We are bridging the future with the past. Our very breath is bridging the future with the past. Every conscious breath is building and fortifying the human being inside. Every conscious breath is building and fortifying the human being inside. The human being who knows the way. The human being that knows that the path will look different, that the path will be different, and that the course will be corrected. The way will be corrected, that we will collectively see the error of our ways. We will see the way we have lived, and the way will be corrected one step at a time, one breath at a time. Tonight we visit the moon, our mother moon. The mother moon holds space for us, for humanity. The mother moon is the great observer of humanity. She sees all things, observes all things, and holds space for us through each cycle, And through this full moon cycle, we are gifted the grace of healing, the grace of releasing, the grace of seeing and releasing that which does not serve. Through her gift, we are releasing that which does not serve. We are receiving a correction, an opportunity to create a new way, a clean slate and a fresh start, a congruent choice of direction, a choice that serves not only humanity but also the earth. A congruent direction that serves humanity and also the earth. And through the grace of the full moon, our mother moon, we, like her, are able to see shadow, able to see the darkness of our ways, the darkness of our ways, the places who hold space while we heal, while we wait for these spaces to be illuminated, while we receive light where there is darkness, where we are illuminating our own way. Once we see, we are enlightened. We are enlightened beings, beings of light, who with the conscious creator create an even greater love. And through this become the makers of a new way. And asking now that we are gifted the illumination and the release of this old that we must be relieved of. The gift of release of that which does not serve. And allowing and receiving the gift of grace, a new way, receiving a new way of consciousness, receiving others as we receive ourselves, and holding the habitat as sacred, the habitat of our own future as sacred. And through this gift of grace, we are able to create a new way. Once the shadow is seen, it is illuminated. Our consciousness shifts through this gift of grace, and we are gifted a new way. We are able to create a new way of being. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And another breath in and out. A softness of being, a lightness of being. And listening inside as we receive the grace of healing. All senses turned inward. And looking inside as we receive the grace of seeing, of illumination, and the grace of the breath as a tool for release. Each breath drawing in the new, each exhale releasing that which does not serve. Breathing in and breathing out. Each breath drawing awareness. Each exhale, release. Each shadow illuminated, seen, and released. Our consciousness serves an even greater good as we release. Breathing in and out of the heart space. Allowing this frequency of love to flow through with each breath. as we move in our awareness to the base of the spine, the space of trust, as we release the polarities of apathy and control, illuminating the polarities as we breathe and receiving the grace of trust, the grace of trust. And bringing awareness up to the sacral chakra, space of our passion, our life purpose, our flow with life, and allowing ourselves to see all the places where joy is not illuminating our experience. Seeing all that keeps us from joy and from the passion that drives us and the life force that leads us. We release all that does not serve. Easy breath, conscious breath. And moving up to the solar plexus at the base of the ribs, the space of the self and the mental body. And accepting that we are creators, that we create. And allowing also that this is a gift to be given to the greater good. And seeing those places where these gifts may be reflected back to us as that which does not serve. Illuminating the ways where we serve ourselves above others. Illuminating the ways that we are attached to the outcome of our creation. And receiving the light as a gift of creators, co-creating with the divine and with the inspiration of the earth. Breathing in and breathing out as we cycle through illumination and release. And moving up to the heart space, the center of the chest. Our heart, the center of love. And illuminating the places where love is squandered to those who are in our lives, where love is excluded to those who are not seen by our eyes or felt by our own experience. And illuminating an even greater love. A love for all of creation, for all of life, for humanity, and for our Creator, for the highest calling that we are here for is love. We are balanced in love by gifting love to all of life, to all of life. Breathing in and breathing out. And moving awareness to the base of the neck, the throat, this center of our expression. And through the breath, allowing the truth of our own soul's purpose to be illuminated. Allowing the flow of light to illuminate the soul's expression through us. That we see the expression of us through the eyes of the soul. That we receive, that we are restored, and that we are free to consciously express. Breathing in and breathing out. And bringing awareness to the middle of the brow, to our third eye, this center of our knowing, the center of our connection to that which is unseen, unheard, unfelt, and allowing the movement of energy to flow into this space. And through this, allowing this to be illuminated. That our insight be illuminated. That the way become clear to that which is for the greater good. That our way to service become clear. That the way become clear. That this be our guiding light. Our guiding light. That this light the way. That this show us the way. That the way is revealed. Breathing in and breathing out. Clarifying the way. And moving awareness to the top of the head, the crown space, the very top of the head. This our center and connection to all things divine. And allowing the light to illuminate our divinity, to illuminate our own divinity, to illuminate the path of our soul, to illuminate the spirit, and to illuminate the guidance that is here for each of us as we receive the way, as we are taught and guided and shown. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And bringing awareness above the head, about a foot over the head to the soul star. And asking that this chakra be awakened and illuminated, that we be expanded as souls who walk upon the earth. And through this expanded awareness, connect to with the divinity of the earth by bringing awareness just below the feet, a foot below the feet, to the earth star. As we connect this 9 chakra system, breathing in and breathing out of the heart space, as we receive from above and from below, connected through grace. And allowing the heart to unfold like the petals of a flower. Allowing the heart to gently unfold like the petals of a flower. And allowing this light to expand to the field around each of the subtle bodies. Let each of the subtle bodies be illuminated, received with light. Let all shadow be illuminated and received and met with light. As awareness expands, as consciousness expands, and the frequency of our love begins to resonate with all of life, as the field expands to include all of life, as the field of light that is surrounding us also envelops the earth with love and light, expanding to include the earth, all of life and all of humanity. We are part of all of life and all of humanity, held in the grace of love, held in the grace of healing, allowing an expanded consciousness begin to show us the way as we heal, as we grow, and as we create. We are guided through the soul and through the source, empowered by the light and held here on the earth as we create for the greater good. Breathing in and breathing out. awareness on the heart space, and allowing the body to gently breathe as we receive. Assimilating all of the healing. We have released all that does not serve and receiving in its place light to illuminate all that was unseen. Illuminating all that was unseen as we are guided by the light. Asking that we all be guided, that we all be shown, that we all release attachment to that which does not serve, that we release attachment to our own ways, that we receive love in new ways and gift love in new ways, that we receive all of humanity as a gift of life, that we receive all of nature as a gift of life, that our habitat is restored, that our love for life is restored, and that we are reconnected to the humanness that is within us, that we are shown the grace of love and the human way, that the way becomes clear. The greater love is never seen than the love of humanity and the grace of Earth as she holds space for us to heal and to find our way. And so it is. We receive the way, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, and one more breath in and out. And on the next breath, placing both hands over the heart space. And taking a deep breath in and out. And sliding the left hand just below the base of the ribs, the solar plexus, as we receive the grace of healing. Please receive this mantra and this mudra of love and healing. I am love. I am loved. I am universal, infinite, and this powerful force that I am is divine in nature. And in this divine universe, there are no mistakes. And in this divine universe, there is only love. I am love. I am divinely created for this purpose of love. I am truth. I am trust. I am balance. And as a human vessel for love, I am within the field of love for eternity. I am here for the most powerful and important purpose there is, to be a vessel for the love of the divine upon the earth, to bring love to the earth, for as a form I can show and be love, and the unseen force is now seen in me. And within me lies this truth and this understanding, and it will rest in my consciousness for always. Because this is the truth. And in my heart, I know this truth to be the way. That this truth is the way. I am love, and love is the way. And as I move forward in life and in my daily practices, this love will show me the way. And I am now awake and aware of this unseen force as the field of grace bestowed upon me each day. And so it is. And taking a longer inhale and an extended exhale. Another breath in and out. As the breath begins to waken the consciousness, bringing awareness to the body here in this space and time. Awareness of the form, awareness of the presence of the form here now. Awareness of the room and any sounds inside the room, sounds outside of the room. As we breathe awareness into the fingers and the toes, the hands and the feet, the arms and the legs, as they begin to animate, the blood begins to circulate in the body and all systems are beginning to take movement, beginning to wake up. And if you feel called to gently roll to the side, bending the knees up slightly toward the chest, maybe extending the arm up over the head and allowing the bicep, the arm, to be a headrest as we cradle the body, allowing the body to be held here as we receive the grace of healing, the grace of awareness, the gift of light, the gift of love. Perhaps with the next breath, beginning to press the body up to sitting. Or if you feel more comfortable, we can take a recline, namaste. Taking your time, coming back. Taking your time, coming back. Coming back to sitting. And as you do, bringing both hands together in the center of the chest. Both hands in the center of the chest and taking a small bow with the head. With grace of receiving and gratitude of all that is here for you now, all that is gifted for you, all that you have done for yourself and has been gifted to you. As we ask that all beings be free from fear and harm, that we all be happy just the way we are, that we all be at peace with whatever comes, and that we all rest gently in the softness of our own hearts. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. I thank you for joining, and I hope that you have a good night, a good night's sleep, that rest is welcomed, and just suggest that each person try to take a little bit more water in this short time before bed, and again tomorrow as we clear and purify, we receive healing, and this water helps us to process, releasing the old and taking in the new. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Have a wonderful evening.